This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe, ring that bell so every time I drop a new video, you'll be notified. If you're a current subscriber, thank you. I appreciate you. Come on in, you know the routine. This week takes me to Queen of Pawns or 10% Pawn Shop. Nice pickups as usual there. Have a very sentimental Blu-ray series, sci-fi series that my son and I actually watched from beginning to end. I think it's 7 seasons. 3D pics. Have a very hard to find, rare Kino Lorber out of print copy, so check that out. But before I get into what I picked up for the week, not only do I collect movies, I'm one of these crazy individuals, I actually watch them too. And on a weekly basis, I like to share with you some of the things I watch. And I'm going to kick it off. I think this is a pickup either last week or the week before last. Atomic Blonde, 2017 action thriller, starring Charlize Theron, James McAvoy, and John Goodman. This is based on a novel, The Coldest City, a graphic novel, Coldest City, where an undercover MI agent stumbles on a list of double agents smuggling to the West. And the story goes from there. I don't give spoilers, so I don't give too much detail. This is just okay to me. I was actually doing a little read up on this. They're actually trying to compare this to John Wick, and that's kind of a stretch for me. But obviously, it was popular enough they're talking about a sequel. I don't know if it's my personal feelings about Charlize Theron. Personally, she's a crazy bitch, but I don't know. She just doesn't have that action star quality for me. Not a lot of female actors can actually pull off action scenes, I think. Angelina Jolie, she pulls off the action pretty good. Old girl from Empire, can't think of her name right now. I know she did Proud Mary. Some women can pull off the action stuff. I just wasn't feeling it though. But it was entertaining. We'll see if there's a sequel. Maybe that'll be a little bit more. But it was just okay for me. Atomic Blonde. The next pick I have is actually a series. I thought I was going to do what I watched in this last week though, but couldn't get my son to actually watch. We usually watch it as a family. He's 13 now, so he's pretty much in his room on his phone watching YouTube. So we're like, all right, whatever, we're gonna watch it without you. Season 4 of Stranger Things, season 4 part 2. You have the cast of usual suspects: Winona Ryder, David Harbour, Millie Brown Jackson, Ben Wolfhouse, the whole gang. Love this series. I think though about part 2, it's only 2 episodes. However, the 2 episodes, I think one is an hour and a half. I think the other one may be 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours. So good stuff, good action. Storyline is still on pace. Matter of fact, it looks like they're setting up for a season 5. So, mini spoiler, not everybody makes that alive though for this season or this part of season 4. So, love the show. Looking forward to season 5. Hopefully they'll keep the same tension, suspense, and action going though. But Stranger Things, catch it out on Netflix. My last 2 picks are actually picks that I picked up last week and talked about. I've been waiting for such a long time for these to come to Blu-ray. The first one is Eddie Murphy's Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights is a 1989 comedy. It's kind of one of those Sting movies or hustle kind of movies though. Long list of stars: Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Della Reese, Jasmine Guy, Danny Aiello, Thomas McHale Ford, you might know him as Tommy on Mark, Tommy Never Had a Job, Uncle Ray Murphy, that's Charlie Murphy's and Eddie Murphy's uncle, Charlie Murphy, the late Robin Harris, Arsenio Hall. Fantastic movie. What I realized watching this again, and by the way, the Blu-ray copy looks excellent, so much better than the DVD. Got a lot of that grainy look out, sounds very smooth, nice separation of the sound from the front and rear speakers. So love the look, love the sound of it on Blu-ray. What I realized though, what made this movie so great are not just Eddie Murphy, but you had all the other actors that had these great parts. You had Della Reese, she's like, "You're gonna shoot me in my pinky toe." You had Arsenio Hall, the crime man. It was just a cast of just fantastic actors. And as I mentioned before, you have three generations of iconic comedians, starting out with Red Fox, who influenced Richard Pryor, who influenced Eddie Murphy. So just a beautiful looking, classy looking film, from the costume, the wardrobe. I love the suits and the hats, and the whole look was just so smooth. So if you haven't seen Harlem Nights and you're an Eddie Murphy fan, or a fan of that type of comedy or genre movie, definitely check out Harlem Nights. My last pick is the other Eddie Murphy movie that I picked up that finally came out to Blu-ray, 1992's Boomerang. Boomerang, again, another long list of fantastic actors and actresses. Eddie Murphy, Robin Givens, Halle Berry, David Allen Greer, you might know him for A Living Single if you remember that, if you're old enough. Martin Lawrence, before he was really Martin Lawrence, the big star. Grace Jones, the former model. Jeffrey Holder, you might not know Jeffrey Holder by name, but you know him if you've ever seen Live and Let Die or the old 7-Up commercial. He's a really big black bald guy. But what I didn't realize, he was actually a dancer, choreographer, and also an actor. You have Eartha Kitt, the Catwoman, the original Catwoman. She is just fantastic in this role as Lady Eloise. Tisha Campbell. Tisha Campbell is the scorned ex-girlfriend. You have John Witherspoon, Mr. Bang 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 himself. You have John Canada Terrell, very small part, but you might know him from the movie She's Gotta Have It, Spike Lee's first commercial film. You have Melvin Van Peebles. He has a small role in this as Mario's father, Mario Van Peebles, and the director Reginald Hudlin and his brother Warrington actually have a small part on this. This probably more so than Harlem Nights. Eddie Murphy, I love Marcus Graham, but all the supporting actors and just their roles, everyone just blows their role out of the water. From God, the name just Chris Rock. I forgot Chris Rock. His role on there as Boney T. Tisha Campbell, constantly the neighbor yelling out at Marcus Graham. David Allen Greer is just shitloads of fantastic performances. So get the opportunity. You love romantic comedies, check out Boomerang. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. We are back at Queen of Pawns, which I guess now is called 10% Pawn. I don't know, you can change the name to these places. I think it's been a good maybe couple months since I've been out here. Right across from Hard Rock Cafe, next to Dunkin' Donuts. So let's see if they have less than what they had last time, about the same, or see if they picked up some new movies. Let's check it out. We are not at the Black Cave. We are not at the Black Cave. We are not at the motherfucking Black Cave. We're actually in my office right now. Let me get these scanned in. We'll go over these and get you good people on your way in just a moment. I'm going to start with what I picked up at the pawn shop, Queen of Pawns, or 10% Pawn. Double feature. Already had Flashdance. I have the single on DVD, but I do not have a official Footloose copy. I have the remake of Footloose. I might even have that remake on Blu-ray, which the remake sucks really compared to the original. So hopefully I'll get the original eventually on Blu-ray, but for now I have a official DVD. Actually, it's a double DVD with Jessica Biel. I believe that's Jessica Biel. No, Jennifer Biel, excuse me. This is a Paramount production release. Footloose and Flashdance. The next one, this is either artisan or artisan, I'm not sure. This is an old VHS distributor. I remember it used to have quite a few artisan or artisan VHS movies. I had the DVD, but I didn't have the artwork. You have Don D.C. Curry, 2 Degrees. And I'm assuming this is like a gangster movie, I'm assuming. I'm trying to see if I notice anyone in here. No one really stands out. This, so glad to have the artwork. The DVDs are just $1 and the Blu-rays are a little bit under $3, so not a bad deal. Absalon. Either I have a bootleg copy of this, or this is like on one of those Echo Bridge 6-disc sets. But I remember this movie vaguely. For $1, I picked it up. Love Christopher Lambert, Ron Perlman, Lou Diamond Phillips in his heyday. This is a DEJ production release. And this is like a sci-fi thriller, possibly. Absalon. Now, with what I picked up on the Blu-ray side, The Theory of Everything. God, I'm drawing a blank on this guy's name. Hawkins, Stephen Hawking, the genius. And I only just recently recognized the guy since I just rewatched Fantastic Beasts. So he is the main character in Fantastic Beasts. But it looks like an interesting story about his life and his decline into a wheelchair. And I'm not sure if he's a paraplegic or quadriplegic, but about his life. So it looked interesting. For under $3, I definitely pick it up. This is a Universal release, The Theory of Everything. I can avoid this glare. Next one, I have this on DVD. Didn't even know this was on Blu-ray, so glad to upgrade this. This is quirky, somewhat eccentric movie, Visioneers. I think it kind of goes for a Brazil kind of futuristic dystopia type of future, if I remember correctly. Zach Galifianakis not in his hangover mode, like in the Hangover movies. He's a totally different character though, but interesting movie. Get the opportunity to pick it up. Visioneers. You might actually be able to find this at Dollar Tree, the DVD. Hellfest. I believe I watched this. I can't talk today. I watched this on Netflix. I believe there's like Hellfest and some other fest movie. This is a Lionsgate release and just your fun slasher type movie. Hellfest, Blu-ray, DVD, see if the code works. And the last thing I picked up from the pawn shop, The Final Master,
from the writer of Grandmaster. So I'm assuming this is kind of like Kung Fu guy comes into town and people give him a hard time, or he's a hero, something to that effect though. But look interesting, intriguing. Have the Blu-ray and the DVD. The Final Master, God of War. Haven't heard that. Monkey King, Train to Busan. Excellent zombie movie. If you've never seen that, definitely pick it up. Phantasm, I have that. I'm missing Ip Man 4. I didn't know this is on Blu-ray. I'm gonna have to check that out for Blu-ray. Railroad Tigers with Jackie Chan. And this is a Well Go USA distribution, and beautiful slipcover with the raised printing. And this is what I picked up just at the pawn shop, and that's what I paid. Now let's get into my 3D pick of the week. eBay, Amazon, buy my classic pick. Hold on. My 3D pick for the week is Carnage Park, from, I guess, the directors, the people who brought you The Hills Have Eyes and The Devil's Rejects. So I'm assuming this is a kind of slasher, mutilation, torture type porn, horror type of movie. I thought I was going to save this for Halloween, but I have so much stuff saved up for Halloween. I think I can let this one through. This is a Tribeca release, which I know Tribeca just does a lot of 3D conversions. Some of them are awful, some of them are not bad. I actually have The Devil's Hand. I've been seeing this movie on eBay. A lady in a car with glasses and a gun. And let's see, don't have any of these except for Carnage Park. That's interesting. Dolph Lundgren and Chuck Liddell from the UFC. Interesting. Okay. This is my 3D pick for the week, Carnage Park. Now for my eBay, Amazon picks for the week, it's going to be the third show I've ever watched from beginning to end with my son. The first show being the Spartacle Mysteries, which I can't find physical copies of. The second was The Land of the Lost. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's a television show from the 70s, a cartoon show. Lorber, whatever, I can't remember the name, the song though. Land of the Lost, that was the second show we watched from beginning to end. And this is the third one, The 100. And I don't know if they're ever going to release these as a set or not. I know they did on DVD, but I wanted Blu-ray, so I got these individually. Season 1. And I don't give spoilers, but the basic plot of The 100, you have, for all intents and purposes, the human race on a spaceship, and the spaceship is running out of oxygen, so they need to send some individuals to Earth, which is possibly contaminated. So they pick out 100 individuals to go to Earth to possibly die. And I'm not gonna get too more into detail about that, but that's the plot of The 100. So really liked it. I remember it's around season 3, 4, or 5. They had a really, really violent scene, and I think it really freaked my kid out. I think he was only maybe 9 or 10, maybe around when that actually happened. So we actually stopped watching it for a while, then picked it back up again. This is season 2 of The 100. And of course, this is Warner Brothers. And I'm sure Warner Brothers eventually is going to have their own streaming service. Everyone else does. We have season 3. And I'm starting to see some of the actors from The 100 kind of pop up on other shows. I was like, okay, I know him, I know her. This is the 4th season, and very solid ending. I hate when shows get canceled and they don't get to end it, so it's just like the show just kind of cuts off. Very solid ending or conclusion to the, what was that, 7-season run. So they had a good run, and I like when shows don't overstay their welcome. They stay around and start doing stupid episodes, cliche episodes, and the show just gets really corny, then they cancel it. So fortunately they didn't allow themselves to get to that point, that nice conclusion. Season 6, they're very creative on the artwork. I think this is the most creative artwork they had, season 6. Everything else was like, no, they did season 5. Okay, the first 3 seasons, they didn't do anything. In season 4, they jazzed up the disc a little bit. Okay. And the final season of the 100, the 7th and final season, very solid ending. And they went back to the old disc. The 100. And my last pick is going to be my classic pick. This is an out-of-print Kino Lorber collection or distributor, which I've yet to watch. The late Anthony Quinn and the late Yaphet Kotto. You might know him from Live and Let Die, Aliens, shitload of other movies I just can't think off the top of my head though. This seems like a cop thriller movie. Still having the plastics here. Let me get it. And I actually got this on an eBay bid at a decent price. And with some of these older titles, you just don't know if they're ever going to release them again because they don't have the following or recognition to actually distribute more copies. So very happy to have this. Across 110th Street. And there's actually a song. My father likes the guy, like Willie Hutch or something like that, who sang the song, someone like that though. But this is my pickup for the week. You know what time it is. Let me separate the plastic from the artwork from the disc, put each where they belong, and get you good people on your way. Give me just a moment. I have everything scanned into my CLZ, C's in Charlie, L's in Lima, Z's in Zebra, CLZ Movies app. And let's finish this out. I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you made this far in the video, please like, share this video with other movie heads. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Ring the bell so every time I have a new video, you'll be notified. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone be safe. Deuces.